this video for is just to discuss, I guess, Pakistan, how I had an international correspondence hobby, and that I began writing to a man there. It was about 1979 after I graduated from high school. I did it because something happened as a junior, and it just was a really uncomfortable experience for me. I wanted to find a more godly environment and person. It's kind of personal, but I'm worried because the United States and Muslim countries are having conflict, and because they had the friendship, I just want to, I guess, do anything I can to bring about peace. But I did write to the man. His name was Mohammed. I'm afraid to give his whole name because, you want the best for a friendship. And he did once say that this friendship I shall never cease, even if my soul departs from me. But he looked Muslim. I didn't have much experience with the faith. I don't know if he personally was. He did ask me if I wanted to learn about the Quran. I was raised Christian. So I said yes, and he mailed me a recitation of that, and we exchanged gifts. But apparently what I read was that Al-Qaeda started was born in Pakistan about 1989 to 1988. So I don't know how if he's involved, or what the relationship of it is. I learned about 911 the same day that the U.S. public did. But I did want to mention that the victimization I experienced was pretty serious. Legally defined as statutory rape. I was a missionary's daughter. And it was worse than that. Also, it was sodomy with anger one time. So anyway, we exchanged gifts. He sent me a Muslim dress. He said women didn't get raped in his country because they wore like a hijab and usually escorted. He was looking for an American wife in his country. They arranged marriages. But I mentioned that to my parents, and they became concerned. They had been out of the country before, and my mom's exact wording was that they think of you more as a possession and not a wife. He wanted to pay for me to go to England to meet him and his uncle. He was very generous. He sent me a lot of cash as a gift as charity. He sent me a sari. I think it was a tea set, gold-plated 4 goblets and a platter. And I sent him, I was art-oriented, so I sent him a Norman Rockwell book that kind of portrayed America as it grew. But I did want to also discuss that I recently learned that Bush, after 9/11, said to Pakistan that, he threatened to bomb them into the Stone Age. I just saw that a few minutes ago. I wanted to find out if we did, how often. I couldn't find that anywhere. I read that their main city, Islamabad, was kind of a controlled environment for a while, and then they pretty much complied and cooperated, became allies of the United States. So I did kind of meet my pen pal. He called me. He married an American, and her name was Lisa. He called me, introduced his wife, and I think I have seen him, but we talk. I'd like to one day. And so, anyway, I'm concerned about him and America. I just wanted to let people